myself Mohammed Sarkhan. I am pursuing my BBA from Genomia University. I am here to talk to you regarding ethical behavior, which are incorporated by business organization and the corporate world. It is a part of our curriculum. So, sir, should we proceed with your short profile and about your organization?
Okay, you're most welcome. See, Sal, our company is called Genomia Paramedical Research. Before I give my introduction, I'll tell you how this came into existence, and then because that will reflect on my background also. In fact, Genomia Paramedical, we have Genomia Medical, this diagnostics as a lab here in China, which is state-of-the-art technology lab. We were providing training to different students from different hospitals. From there, we got an idea that if we are giving them training, why not to start our own? Since we have, that is our strength, and if we have our own strength as such a big lab that is state-of-the-art technology, why not to start our own? Now, keeping this view, we started with our own institute, Genomia Paramedical Research Institute, because the lab was our strength. Backed by three main professors. I have two lab, they are all PhD, who are basically in their biochemistry and microbiology. So they are running the lab. And now I'll give you my introduction. See, I have a very vast experience of over 33 years in HR and admin and legal and overall factory management in my career. And I worked with different companies. Like I've been into multinational companies, I've been to electronics, I've been to fiber telecom industry, even an NGO, and so on and so on. So with this vast background, I thought, and I discussed this with the Genomia lab directors, that why not we start with this? This is our strength, and this is how it came into this. This is a brief about our corporate point and my question, how I started with this own entrepreneurship. And this is the first year we have started. We are running the first batch now. And hopefully my vision is very big. So steps will be smaller, that will take, but vision will be big, and I hope inshallah I'll achieve it.
Sir, my first question is, how does an ethical individual differ being an ethical corporation?
See, when you talk of ethical individual and ethical corporation, if the individual is ethical, the corporate will be ethical. If the individual is unethical, the corporation will also be unethical. Because ultimately, what is a corporation? It is a body run or an or company or organization run by somebody. Now, if the person, that person or individual, if that individual is really ethical in his practices, in his beliefs, in his values, so he will like to run his business and organization also in an ethical way, without cheating, without giving misinformation or misguiding people, and giving truly what is supposed to be, what kind of service or product they are supposed to give to the customers. So I think being ethical individual is more important, and if the person is ethical, the individual is ethical, then the organization will also run ethical, because he will not like anything any unethical business coming up in this way. And this is what I am here for. At least I am God-fearing person, and I won't lie. I may go into losses, but I will not go for unethical practices. And since that is my principle, definitely my organization, and I will not like anybody. I will not even hire anybody who is unethical. Maybe unethical practices may give gains financially, or in some other words, maybe reputation by wrong methods for short time. But I am here for a true value and for a real return to the customer what they're supposed to get. So I will not at least go with any unethical practice, neither I nor others.
Okay. Sir, what are the challenges, ethical challenges you are facing in your organization?
See, to begin with, I will say, since it is a startup, and as such not, but what I am perceiving is that there are big players, and nowadays I am finding the institutes that you pay the money and you get the degrees. I tell you, this is what was happening. This is what made us to start this institute. Because the other people, maybe I would not like, I mean, again, it becomes an unethical if I name somebody and giving you an interview. I will not name the bodies, but there are companies, they do not have those infrastructure, but they are giving degrees. So this is unethical. But I will not do that. I will go with what we have, and that was our strength. The lab, the Genomia diagnostic lab was our strength. That was the state-of-the-art technology which started during the COVID time. And their machines were several lakhs of days, not one, 7 machines. So that was the strength, and we will really give them the training because we have that infrastructure to give the students what they need. So this is what we'll give, and that is what we are here for. We'll not just give it, okay, I mean, you come here to study and then you take a degree and go, and practically know nothing. Once the students will come to our place, they will learn practically something. They will be on their own foot. They will stand up with their technical knowledge and skills that they gain here. We have expertise, our well qualified, rather I say highly qualified staff who have wide experience in their field. They will be here to teach them. We have big machines, valuable machines, latest technology machines that they will have hand-on experience. And once they are in the field, then they will also definitely get better results. So this is what the challenge is, because there are people who do not have this infrastructure, but they are giving degrees and diplomas to their students. How they are giving, I don't know. I don't want to comment on somebody else what they are doing, but I have to be very careful on what we are doing and what we are supposed to deliver to this society. This is it.
So, sir, my last question is, what are your views regarding code of conduct of your organization?
See, when you talk of code of conduct, basically any organization, any institute, any corporate, any multinational, it requires code of conduct. And the code of conduct begins with discipline. You have to have a set of code which is supposed to be followed by each and every person of that organization, right from me. If I am the director, I am the manager, I am the executive director of the company, if I do not follow certain rules, or if I am not disciplined, how can I bring in discipline in my subordinates or my employees? So code of conduct is very important. My full career has been in HR and administration. I've been into legal, so I know what the code of conduct has to be. And first and foremost is that we have to be disciplined. Number two, as far as ethical, since you are here for ethical practices, I will say there has to be no, what to say, when people take money for wrong practices, will not do that. So that will specifically mention in our code of conduct. I'm not getting that term. What is it? What is when people take some money and for doing something wrong? What exactly the term is? The word bribe. I will ensure that there is no bribe at any point of business in my, whether it is taking degrees, whether it is practical examination, whether it is theoretical examinations, or the customers, those who are coming, if the test has to be done, it has to be taught. The practical aspect of the lab has to be taught to the student. And I am sure that the teachers are truly making full efforts to give the skills, necessary skills to the students.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for giving your precious time. It was great learning, and shall keep in touch.
Thanks. Welcome.